Smitty, what it do, baby? It's your internet bestie, Shamar Moore, back at it again with another one. And today, we are working with Ali Sugar Hair, you guys. This hair was gorgeous, if I do say so myself. As you can see, it's very bouncy, and it has nice luster to it, all right? It's very pretty. I don't want to act like I was like head over heels impressed, because I wasn't. It wasn't the best hair in the entire world, but I really did like the hair. I mean, I still have the hair. Let me not say did like I don't got it. But yeah, I like the hair. It's soft to touch. I didn't experience a lot of shedding. I mean, the shedding I did get was probably from cutting the wefts, but this is like a step-by-step tutorial, you guys, just like quick and easy for dummies on how to make a wig. So yeah, I have my little push pins. You're gonna need a wig head, as you can see here, a wig cap, the push pins to just kind of hold things in place. It really helps. I used to use thumbtacks before because I was just too lazy to buy push pins, but I don't suggest it at all because they just fly out. Then you might step on one. It's crazy, but yada, 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 yada. You need a needle as well, you guys, and you're going to need some thread. I don't know if you like the cotton thread or the nylon. I like either or. I like the cotton, though. I'm not going to lie, for a weird reason, but I'll talk about that at a different time. I'm just sewing the closure in place. All right, I'm putting it on the middle of the wig where I would part my hair, probably. And you're going to be able to move it around however you want. You know, you can make it a side part. Now, if you're used to this and you're quicker than me, and when I say used to this, I mean like if you're used to sewing or things of that nature, or if you've maybe done this in the past but kind of forgotten, you're trying to find your way again, you'll probably get through with this a lot faster than me, just because I don't do this all the time, but I know how to do it. But making a wig, it's not too bad. Like, if you turn on a good album, I say you could listen to the album, like, at least for sure one time through, but maybe 2 times through if you're a turtle like me. And it's nice. It's cool to spend time, you know what I'm saying? Just like you and the music or you and your thoughts. I liked it. I usually dread making wigs, I'm not gonna lie. But in this case, it's like I needed that time. So it's very therapeutic. Honestly, even if you don't want to wear a wig for yourself, like just putting something together and watching you create something is very, very soothing. All right. So just a little something for somebody out there that might need it. But yeah, I'm not doing anything different than I was doing 30 seconds ago. All right. I'm just sewing it all the way around. You want to sew this through the cap and then through the closure and back around. Loop it back around all the way until you get to the other side, and then you'll just knot it off once you get to the end, which is where you'll see here, because I fast forwarded through, because I mean, come on, like, who wants to see the whole process? Like, that would take a long time. I think it took me maybe 2 hours for me to do this wig, and that's because I was kind of lollygagging on the phone. But yeah, once you get to this part, you guys, you want to snip that thread. And some people do it differently, but the way I do it, I just kind of tie it how I would tie my shoe, over and over and over again. I do it about 3 times, and then I'll snip the excess thread off and throw it in the garbage and go on about my way and move on to the next step, which you'll see in a minute is the fun part. All right, when you get to glue the tracks and all that great stuff. The glue's super cheap, you guys. It's like latex glue you get from the beauty store. It's kind of fun to play with. If you play with it before, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, as you can see here, I am measuring around the back of the head, and then I am just pulling the beards in the hair as tight as I can so that I'm not snipping off any of the hair. We want all the hair, okay? We want it to be thick, full, whatever. And then I'm just going to lay the glue on the head of the track right there. As you can see, the top, the little thin line. And or the extensions, as some people like to say. And what I did, which you didn't really see, was after I would lay the glue on there, I like to blow dry the glue a little bit just so it can get a little more tacky. And then I lay it on the wig cap. And after I do that, and I secure it and I press it down, I go over it again with the blow dryer just so it's really stuck and intact and secure. So I repeat, oh my God. I repeat this process until I'm finished, until I get to the top. Again, a lot of people do it different. This is just how I do it. I honestly make wigs for dummies, all right? I'm no professional, you guys, but I get the job done, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've definitely had a couple people buy a few wigs off me, all right? A few units. So trust your girl. If you're a beginner. If you're not, you probably laughing at me. But it's fine. It's cool, though. You love me. I'm your internet best friend. It's fine. But, yeah, I'm just doing it over and over again, you guys. All you want to do is you want to lay the glue, heat it up, all right? Lay it down, and then secure it, and run over it again with the dryer, and on to the next one, on to the next. But, yeah, this hair, the unit turned out really beautiful, you guys. I know I kind of ran through that part quick, but I just didn't want to be repetitive and stuff. I thought that was a waste of time, but it was really easy to style. I put a little bit of leave-in conditioner in a water bottle, and I just sprayed it and dispersed it or whatever. And then I ran through it with a wide tooth comb. It was super easy to comb through. I didn't really experience, like I said, any shedding. The only shedding that I experienced was the hair that came out of the tracks when I cut it with the scissors. So that doesn't really count, especially if you do the flip over method. Some people like to sew their tracks on, but I like to use glue. This is the elastic though. This is what really is going to keep that wig secure and in place. So if you're out and you're dancing and you're throwing your hair and all of that, like, it's not going to move. Given you don't need this, but I would suggest it just because, again, you don't want your wig slipping. You don't want it falling off. You want it intact all day long. And some girls like me don't like using the glue method. So I would highly, highly, highly suggest this. But yeah, towards the end, you guys, you want to snip off that wig cap so it's just left with the closure. You don't want to have that under there, or else it's just going to look completely black, you guys. And I would also suggest maybe putting a little bit of foundation on the closure, as well as bleaching the knots if you really want that seamless look. I wasn't looking for that just because I wanted to show you guys how the hair came, you guys. Ali Sugar does have the knots. I'm not sure if they have the option to come with it bleached already. I'll take a look and I'll put it on the screen or whatever once I figure that out, but it shouldn't be too bad. The knots weren't like extremely crazy. They looked pretty normal. The closure definitely is going to need some plucking to give it that more natural feel, but yeah. Right now, I'm just sewing the elastic band on, you guys. You kind of want to do this like halfway through the cap. It's going to lay on the nape of your neck, or the back of your head rather. And it's really simple, okay? You poke the needle through and you loop and you do it again and again and again. And I've ran into a couple problems doing this before just because I didn't secure it enough. I didn't loop it around enough time. So if you are doing this, I just want you to know that you really need to make sure that it's secure and it's sewn on properly. You don't want to be out in public and your head is, you know what I'm saying, busting the whole elastic band open and then it pops off. Like, it's not a good look. It happened to me before. I don't even want to talk about it. But anyway, yeah. And you don't want to do this too tight neither. Make sure that you measure the back of your head from ear to ear, you guys. And you don't want it to be too loose either. But it's really self-explanatory, honestly. But yeah, so we're reaching the end of the video. And I'm going to show you guys how it looked. Again, I showed you guys how it came. I didn't bleach the knots. I didn't pluck. I wanted you guys just to straight up see how it looked. It laid very flat though, like it laid pretty nice. And keep in mind I have a pretty little forehead, so it's gonna lay a lot flatter for someone with a bigger forehead, and that's not a bad thing at all. All right, I love big foreheads. Y'all are beautiful. But anyway, yeah, I definitely give this hair a big thumbs up, you guys. I do recommend, give it a try. This is the, I want to say the loose deep wave, if I'm not mistaken. I'll put it in the description box. All links will be down below. I should have a coupon code, you guys. Hook you up. You're going to be out here slaying because you going to slay. All right, like Marmar today. And yeah, check it out. I'll see you in my next one. Give it a thumbs up. I love you. And baby. Bye.
Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. I see you, Shamar. Eat your butter popcorn. Everything gonna be alright. Get it.